Being alive, existing on this planet, coming into this life is worth it because you met this one person, you have this one connection, and this one connection is worth any struggles, any shitty things, whatever life throws, it's worth it, it's worth it. And you cannot have that without being in touch with your emotion, without feeling your feelings, sitting with your feelings, sitting in the ugly, ugly, ugly feelings. Listen, you know why feeling your feeling matters? You know why I keep advocating for it like a fucking broken record, like something's wrong with me? Because it's worth it. Because you cannot have deep, fulfilling, unconditional, loving, warmth, empathetic, non judgmental, all the good feelings in the world. The relationship that is filled with all the good feelings in the world, all the things that we are seeking for in people. You cannot have those kind of relationship unless you are open to emotions, unless you are open to feeling your feelings, unless you are vulnerable, willing to talk about the difficult things, you're willing to feel the difficult things, you're willing to sit with the difficult things, you're willing to confess, to share, to open up, to have your ego crushed at times, to have the courage to piss someone else off, to have the freedom, not the courage, to have the freedom to piss these people off. You cannot have that depth in your relationships unless you're willing to sit with your feelings, unless you're willing to sit with the difficult emotions, difficult feelings, difficult ideas, opinions, and you have the freedom to just inconvenience other people, the people you're trying to build those relationships with. If you're never going to the difficult side of the relationship, the real hard things, the things you don't want to look into, even your own patterns, your own fuckery, your own issues that you don't want to look into, you don't want to sit with, you don't want to accept. It's just like, no, I'm fine, I'm perfect, I'm ideal. I do not have a problem. You have a problem. But there will be times when you will have to sit down with yourself and be like, yes, I have a problem. You're right. And I love you so much. This relationship matters so much to me that I'm willing to sit through this for you. I will do whatever it takes for us to connect better. And a large part of connecting deeper with someone, connecting better with someone, having that real transparent, not just transparent like, oh, I told you what happened, oh, you know what happened. No, I mean real transparent where you are actually, your heart is bare, your soul is bare, there is nothing hiding. No sin, no crime, no taboo ideas, no opinion, no thoughts, no feelings. There's nothing hiding. You can come clean 100%. Everything is out in the open, like this is who I am. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. And you cannot put yourself in such vulnerable, such maddening vulnerable place unless you and this person both are willing to be open with your emotion. You're both willing to feel your emotion. You cannot get there without being in touch with your emotion. You cannot get there without being in touch with those emotions. You are not in touch with your feelings. You go through life having surface level connection where you do love and you do care and you do want what is best for the other person, but neither of you knows who the other person really is. And I have seen people, even in their very important interpersonal relationship, and they're scared around each other, they're panicking, they're having this surface level talk where nobody's digging deeper. They don't have one person in their entire life with whom they can come absolutely clean, where they can say anything, absolutely anything, and still be loved, still be accepted. It's lonely to live like that, but it's very hard to do the otherwise, to be open with your feelings, to risk being rejected, to risk being unloved. But unless you risk it, you don't know what's there. You never find out. You go through entire life where you are not digging deeper into their soul and they are not digging deeper into your soul, and you don't feel seen and loved and heard and accepted and understood and have that sense of real belonging, that you know that nothing you do could take it away. You can go through your entire life exposing yourself to only a few handful of emotion and never dig deeper, but you miss out on so much. Even having just one person with whom you can connect like that, it's like no matter what life takes from you or throws at you, being alive, existing on this planet, coming into this life is worth it, because you met this one person, you have this one connection, and this one connection is worth any struggles, any shitty things, whatever life throws, it's worth it, it's worth it. And you cannot have that without being in touch with your emotion, without feeling your feelings, sitting with your feelings, sitting in the ugly, ugly, ugly feelings, sitting in the raw truth of who you are. Feel your feelings. Sit with your feelings. Sit with your ugly emotions. Talk about them. Talk about them. Express them. Advocate for yourself. Advocate for the kind of connection you want. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. Even if you think it does not exist, it's not real. The such kind of connection is just so rare and I'm never going to find it. It's real. It exists. It happens. And it's worth looking for. It will always be worth looking for. You owe it to yourself to keep looking for it and keep trying for it, and just keep looking, keep looking.